in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Do you drink this every day?
Every morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, apartment. Good morning, doorway. Good morning, wall. Morning, ceiling. Good morning, floor. Ready to start the day.
You're listening to the Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
If you were watching on video, I hope you got to see me staring directly into the camera, very, very menacingly. You're listening to the Morning App, hopefully a not menacing show for you. Hello, I'm Peter, a person.
I'm Ben.
Hi, I'm Mary. And I'm Emma.
I am going to be straight up honest with you.
Wow. Twitter update.
I literally could not find anything that happened. I
Nothing.
dug and dug and dug. Nothing happened in the last few days.
Nothing.
I'm very sorry. Wait, there's one thing.
Would you like an avocado?
That is Miley Cyrus. I have no idea how old the video is, but it started trending. It's Miley Cyrus at some show. She's giving out avocados, and it's not in the clip I put, but she keeps going. Some girl's like, Miley, what about the album? Miley, what about the album? And she goes,
Would you like an avocado?
handing out avocados. She does not answer. And it's relevant.
Deflecting.
It's irrelevant. It is relevant because do you want an avocado?
Would you like an avocado?
You might not be able to get some because a few days ago the United States closed export trade with like a certain area of Mexico where a lot of avocados come from. Like we can't get avocados.
I heard about that.
Wow.
They're gonna be more expensive now. If you want
I'm assuming. I mean, they grow in other places, so like, I don't know. I don't know how that affects, and I don't even know if the avocados I do eat come from that one province of Mexico. But how disappointing. I used to eat avocado toast all the time.
I'm actually allergic to avocados.
That's wild.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll still eat them in like sushi and stuff though.
Fair enough.
Oh no.
Is that like a category of fruit? My great aunt can't eat stone fruits, so she can't eat plums. She can't eat cherries, I think, and she can't eat peaches, like anything with pits in them.
Huh. I've never heard of that. There
Me
are
neither.
like a couple of fruits that I'm allergic to.
Maybe they're all in the same family.
Yeah.
We are family. What you all do? Tell me something.
I was trying to find some Twitter stuff too. Unable to.
Wow. Twitter update.
Twitter update.
Ben is trending on Twitter.
I haven't done much, but got a busy week. Yeah. I gotta do a broadcast tomorrow and 2 tests, and gotta get all my classes today. Woo!
Yeah, shout out to you, Carlos. I'm not coming to class. I have an exam that I have to study for that is right after yours, and I didn't study for it, so.
I'll be there, Carlos.
I'm sorry. If you tell him that, if he asks where I am, straight up, just say he's studying for an exam. He's a floor below us studying for an exam. I really got to study for this. It is a 2-question essay exam.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wait, the sales one?
It's sales.
Wait, so it's just 2 questions?
2 questions, and they're like long essays.
Wow, I know.
Like.
That's like what our final was. Our final was that, but like 6.
Oh.
And I remember, too, I studied like a lot, and then I got in there and flipped through all of the questions and was like, oh, yeah. I was like, I don't really know any of these.
Dude, my capstone exam, I know I like bombed. I think I talked about it on the air. And like, he like told us the highest grade in the class was 100 and the lowest was 37. I turned to
37.
I turned to Skylar Pacheco and I said, there is a very good chance that 37 is mine. I haven't looked at it. It's in my office. I folded it up before. I don't look at grades because I was not in the right headspace. I'm still not. I may never look at that exam.
Peter, I bet you weren't the 37.
Listen,
I'll look at it for
quirky,
you.
Those quirky girls who are like, that was probably me. I'm not being funny. I did not study for the exam at all. And it was a very hard exam.
Could be.
I left like 2 of the essays fully blank, I think.
Oh, yeah, that 37 probably is you now.
Yeah.
Now that you mentioned that.
Yeah.
I'm not, that's what I'm saying. I'm not being funny. Like, y'all think you're all being funny and cute and quirky. I really think I bombed that exam. Like, it is not a joke.
It happens.
Yeah, I should have studied. I'm not a studier. These are the first classes I've had, and these are my last classes, but these are like some of the first classes I've had where I really had to study, and I've never been a studier. So,
Yeah.
like,
I hate studying. I don't even know how to study because I never had to in high school.
me neither.
Wow, I actually had to study hella in high school. I was about to say, I remember those people at Enloe. It was,
Well,
very common. People are like, oh, I failed it so bad.
And they didn't.
And they get like an 86. No, and then the funny thing is they're still butthurt about the 86.
Oh wow.
What?
I had like a 4 GPA in high school, and I was like not even top 100 in my class.
Yeah, I had a
Whoa.
4.25 and I wasn't even top 100.
Yeah.
Those kids who cared about the GPAs, I don't remember a single one I liked.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all.
I don't know where they are now either, so.
They went to Chapel Hill, at least for me.
One of those kids actually is in a up-and-coming famous boy band. They have like 60,000 followers now.
It's
on
a
Instagram.
famous boy band nowadays.
Well, I'm just saying that because their bio on Instagram is your auntie's favorite boy band. But they're not really like a boy band.
Hold up. Let me search this up.
Weston Estate.
West?
And that's literally like they named it after a neighborhood in Cary.
That is so wild.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I found them.
They're like doing tours right now in like New York or something. They're like really blowing up.
56.
They've like
Legitimate boy band.
Yeah, they have like several songs.
They're not
that are
like a-
million streams.
They're not like a tacky boy band, though.
No, they're like
It's just 5 boys in a band.
I think it'd be
Yeah.
kind of funny if we saw a tacky boy band in like 2022.
Like
There
an
are
insane
some.
style.
There are some. You go on TikTok.
Backstreet Boys. You guys want to start one with me?
Yes.
We're not all boys,
if
but.
only I could.
I want to be in a boy band.
I wanna be in a boy band. I couldn't even do. I can't even Lance Bassett. Like I would not be able to be in a boy band. Just I got no grace. I got the rhythm of. I've got the rhythm and the attitude of like a newborn sheep. Like it's just it won't work.
I hear that.
What about y'all? What are y'all doing this week?
Well, kind of speaking of failing exams, I went into class yesterday fully prepared to fail mine,
Oh.
only to find out that it got moved to next Tuesday, thankfully, because I did not study at all, and it's it's 50 question exam.
Oh. For what?
On like dates and times. It's
Oh,
for Foundations of
Oh,
Communication.
yeah. Ours got pushed too. Same
Oh, yeah,
same
you
professor.
lucked out.
Yeah.
He
Lucked
pushed ours, so.
Watch me not even study in the time that I have,
That's usually what I do. I'd be like, oh, thank God they moved that test.
and then do nothing to prepare.
Nothing. I'm for real. I'm sorry. I sympathize with my people who aren't preparers.
Yeah.
Eames?
Just working. I had a test last week, so I'm like coming off of the exams.
How was working on Valentine's Day?
Oh, it was
boy.
fun. I got to see Ben.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
Ben
hype.
came in. We had live music. It was
So you actually wound up going?
Yes, I did, and I was clutch too. I mean, Emma came in clutch, but also they were not as packed as I thought they were gonna
No,
be
for
at all.
Valentine's, it wasn't that bad.
Wow.
They split up all my sections, so my section was double the size it normally is.
Sure.
All my tables were cut in half, but it was all 2 tops. Like, there's
Right,
only
because
2 couples coming in. So
no one
it
else.
really wasn't bad.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't remember even what I did on Monday. Oh, like nothing. I did nothing. Short and sweet of it. I did absolutely nothing. It was very, very, very that. Unfortunately, I don't exactly have the most exciting life outside of the radio station. I'll have really exciting weekends, but then it's like it's too exciting for the air. So then it's just like
yeah,
that.
I gotta censor my life.
Legit, it's like oh.
Heard that.
I've had too much adventure for one weekend. That was another thing. I think my weekend got insane. So it's just like, okay, now you have to have the most like boring, bland. At least it's bland because it wasn't a good weekend. It was a very adventurous, but to no happy ending.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. I walked home at 4 a.m.
That's brutal. Meadowview too.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that on
from
the
King
reg.
Street.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And it was because I had to help a stranger home.
Oh, Peter, let that stranger find themselves.
No, I couldn't do it, dude. He became my responsibility, and it was just like, well, I have sympathy for people who are alone, and his friends ditched him. He was clearly not in the right headspace. So I was like, okay, I have to walk you home. And he lived very far. I mean, not very far, but very far from me.
Call that man an
I'm sure he
Uber.
appreciated it.
It was 3 a.m. The buses were gone, beeps were not running.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
So, and then I had to walk all the way home.
Dang.
I'm so sorry.
This is why having a boyfriend would be helpful. Wake up. Drive me
Oh.
places.
For real.
One new thing this week, I did hear that Cascades is open again.
Oh wow.
Although every time that I've gone, it's been closed.
I saw
so
it
don't know
open
if I just keep
yesterday,
missing
yeah.
it.
I didn't even know it was closed.
Yeah, you're not really on that part of campus.
I like never. Yeah, I only go to campus for my class.
Fair.
Yeah.
I chill around like sometimes.
Yeah, and then sometimes I nap in the office.
But you don't traverse. I'll go to like the student union because like the LGBT center was there, so I often was working there, but it's been closed. So yeah, I haven't even seen Cascades. I think I walked through the student union once. I had to go pick up something for someone else, and that was it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I've been in lockdown in the studio.
Yeah, I didn't even return my books last semester, which is in the student union. I was just like, oh.
I think I have books that I didn't return, and they didn't like email me.
Like
nothing.
charge you?
Nothing.
Wow, that's surprising. I only had one book, but I owe them like $20.
I mean, maybe I do. I'm the king of not checking on things.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. Out of sight, out of mind. I am very that.
Fair.
Not in a good way. I think I told everyone about the tickets I've had, just like sitting in my account. Ben drew a heart.
Lovely.
Shaded it. Ballpoint pen. That takes time.
It looks.
We're gonna be right back.
The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
When one arrives in Boone, you pretty quickly feel embraced by the mountains. The same thing happens here at the university. When you are a student here at the College of Business, you're embraced by the Appalachian community.
The name Appalachian State University, it means something and it connects with people. The experience goes beyond academics. There's a culture here. Everywhere I go, I wear that golden A. I take pride in that. It's not something that you find everywhere.
One of the things that's great about Appalachian is it has the resources of a big school, but the small school community.
Professors here take such an important view of how they can impact the lives of students.
That's the reason why we're here, supporting the students, seeing that they're successful both in their time here and then as they graduate.
We have a remarkable connection between faculty and students.
We have some of the leading voices in the field, so it really creates an intellectually vibrant environment.
We have the smaller class sizes, we have the high faculty engagement, and it really sets us apart.
These students are phenomenal. These students are, in my opinion, going to be the change seekers and change makers in the world, not only through their professional skills, but also because of the passion they have got for making this world a better place.
A lot of people think of school as coming to the classroom and then going home and doing homework. At the Walker College, it's not like that.
We're really trying to rethink how we deliver education, what the purpose of education is. Really trying to break that hierarchy of the professor being out in front with all the great ideas and instead saying, you know what, everybody has great ideas.
They're figuring out those solutions through innovative thinking, through an innovative process.
Innovation is the edge. We are trying very hard to push our students to think in ways that they can not only think outside the box, but what kind of positive impacts they will be able to make in the world.
Having these different opportunities really sets our college apart.
We're trying to prepare the leaders of tomorrow by giving them ways of thinking about problems so they come up with solutions that are meaningful.
The students hit the ground running. They are the most technically competent, ready to go day one students. You know, when you get out into the business environment, that's the attitude you have to have.
Hiring an Appalachian graduate, as an employer, I know that I've got someone who can come in and hit the ground running.
One of the phrases you'll hear used often in the College of Business is business for good. We want our students going out in the world and helping to make it better by using business practices that can help.
I'm thankful for the transformational experience that Appalachian has given me. This college has shaped me both as a person and I think a servant leader.
Being a Mountaineer and being part of the Walker College of Business has shaped who I am today.
I'm really excited to enter the workforce with the skills.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App, on 90.5 WASU.
Whoa! You're listening to the Morning App. Hello, how's everyone? If you missed it, I'm Peter.
I'm Ben.
I'm Mary.
And I'm Emma.
I know, shocking. The people
The
are
same
just,
people, yeah.
the same people that were here 15 minutes ago are still in the studio. We were talking about travel, of all things. This is the episode about travel. Ben, you've been out of the country.
C.
Emma, you've been out of the country.
Indeed.
Mary, have you been out of the country?
Yes, I have.
I'm the lone wolf. I don't even have a passport.
Well, I lost mine, so I'm good.
Oh, I feel like that's
not good.
Low-key serious?
Yeah.
It's like it was expired.
Oh.
But I still gotta get a new one, because I booked, oh my god, yeah, I had a cruise booked, like, for last winter, break. And then I never got my passport, so then I called them, and I was like, can I get a credit for COVID? Like, they were giving out, like, refund credits for future cruises because of the COVID, and they were like, yeah. So now I just have a cruise credit, and I gotta figure out when I want to go.
And a passport to get before that.
Yeah.
The idea of going on a cruise has always terrified me. Well, there was a period of time where my dad was really into them, and he was like, "Yeah, let's go on a cruise to Alaska." And I was like, "Please don't take me on that."
Those are fun.
I would love to do that.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've heard the Alaskan ones are like top tier.
It sounds cool. I would simply be terrified.
Just the water?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of being out in the open sea too much.
It's so cool.
The idea of dark, cold water in an open ocean is more terrifying than like a Caribbean cruise or something.
Facts. But also, like, technology now, like, nothing's gonna happen. All those cruise ships are, like, located. And if something did happen, there'd be helicopters out there in a jiffy.
Oh yeah, I'm not nervous. I just don't like the idea of being out in open water. Something about it's weird. I'm like, I can't see land. What?
And there's so much beneath you.
Yeah.
And you have
That too.
no idea.
Well, you
the
forget.
vastness of the ocean.
Yeah, the ocean freaks me out, but you forget about it when you are getting those drinks at the bar.
Nothing a good strong drink can't fix.
Oh yeah.
It's called self-care. It's called self-love, self-medication. We were talking about, like, over the break, we were talking about, like, jobs elsewhere. Alaska was one of the places I've considered. I have a deep fascination with that state. I had a boss, she would tell me, she lived in Alaska, like, 4 years. She'd been all over the place. I'm like, girl, how'd you wind up at Arby's? She was telling me all about how she used to work at a hotel in Alaska, and, like, Alaska, by the way, is wild. Like, it is very well known for being, like parts of it are known for, like, high crime, like high international crime.
Whoa.
Because Anchorage is like the shipping, the refuel spot.
It's just a port, right? Really,
yeah,
like
it is. But planes go there. International planes go there to stop for gas, like pretty much all the time if they cross by the Pacific.
Whoa.
So there's a lot of international crime that happens too.
That's insane.
That is
I never
very
would have thought about that.
Yeah. And she was like,
wow.
I was like, I don't think I could get a job in radio in Anchorage, but I'd love to live there. Apparently, it's got a lot of good. I used to follow this one girl on TikTok. This one, I do not remember of which tribe or ethnicity that she belonged to, but she was an Alaskan native, and she had this TikTok account. She moved to a different island, but she had a TikTok account where she would document her life with like 12 other people on an island. Legit.
That's
and then she went to one that was like 40. That's still not much. They had to get their mail by, like, every week, their groceries, their mail would come by plane. It was really interesting.
Wow.
And it was like, some things are crazy expensive there, like ridiculously expensive because of shipping, but some things are like dirt cheap. It's quite interesting, and I love that. I imagine dating in Alaska. I'd probably want to die though. So
Yeah.
It'd probably be a very low. That's somewhere you want to go when you have a significant other, and you just go retreat there for the rest of your life.
True.
Die in Alaska. I'd down for that.
Yeah, I'd rather. I don't want to die during like nighttime. It's always nighttime there.
Or it's always day.
You want to die in the
Or
sun?
it's always day.
I'm fine with that. I keep me on my toes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever thought about moving somewhere else after college?
Oh yeah.
I mean, Ben has, but
Oh yeah.
Where? Where?
This country.
Well, yeah.
In general, yeah, I thought about France for a minute. I've been taking French for a while.
Oh.
Definitely thought about somewhere South America, just somewhere warm is where I want to be. Haven't fully decided.
So not Alaska.
Yeah. No, maybe for like a year as the like experience.
That whole time you're just like, I'm never doing what Peter wants to do then.
I know. I'd live with you. We could be roommates.
Let's start a band. Let's start an Alaskan band.
Do it. Let's get snowed in the whole night and just
Forced to write, yeah.
Perfect. You guys
I'm
want to
not
join?
really.
What?
Sorry, I zoned out so hard.
No, it's fine. Do you want to? Are you gonna move outside the country if you planned on it, or is elsewhere in the country?
I haven't thought any of like specifics because
You got time.
There's still, I've still got a lot of time. This isn't about like moving, but I have considered going to like Mexico for like a couple of months, maybe like in the summer, because my grandpa has a house in the mountains, and it's just so nice up there. Last time I went, I was like, I want to stay here for like a couple of months. That'd be nice. Real cottagecore.
Real cottagecore. That's like a different sort of cottage, cause like.
Yeah, snowy cottage.
Yeah. Oh my God, I was reading about this is quite interesting. So, if I did want to do, there goes my phone. Back in the diggity day, I had planned, and I really wish I could do this still, of doing a documentary, interviewing people all around the country, just like one major city, one or two major cities every state, and just like fascinating. I just find people very fascinating. But there's one place that I've always really wanted to go, not always, but recently found out about, and it's like one of the least populated counties in the country, and it's called Alpine County, California.
Oh.
What?
I said Missouri.
No, not Missouri. It's one of the highest in elevation too. It's in the Sierra Nevada. It borders Nevada, and like its population is like 1,200 people. Its most populated town I think is like not even capped at 400.
Oh my lord, that would be terrible.
Right, but it's fascinating. It also is like highly swings left leaning. I was doing a lot of research on this one county because there's this really fascinating story that I cannot tell on the air. There's a really fascinating story behind the county of just like how it even the few times it's ever gained notoriety. It's quite interesting. Alpine County, California. I read about it in a book I'm reading, so I was like, Google. And now I'm like, let's see who lives there now. Like,
wow. That's cool.
That's all I'll move for radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Did they even get radio?
Tiny town.
Did they even get radio?
It's also like heavily its temperatures are ridiculous. Its low temperatures are average at like 15 degrees, and its high temperatures are at like average 80.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Y'all are troopers. Shout out to my Alpine County girls.
Yeah.
That's another thing that I thought about when it comes to like, daydreaming about moving to
Climate.
a good place. Temperature.
Yeah.
Climate.
It's always somewhere warm for me.
Yeah, I want to be somewhere warm.
But see, that's why I used to my aunt owns a restaurant in the Strip in Hollywood. It's actually very yummy and
That
very
is
cool.
so. This is such a you thing. Just like, here's something really interesting that I've never told you. That is such a him thing to do.
Well, anyways.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I feel like I had mentioned that, but I don't know. But I used to really want to move to LA because like she's up there and she's really cool and like I used to visit a lot.
Don't you have a friend in LA?
And like Justin, whatever. Friend. He follows me on Instagram now, so.
Wait, he didn't before?
No. But that's because also, I don't know. Would you really just follow somebody you play poker with online?
I thought y'all kind of had
we did hang out once in LA.
Oh.
But we played poker once though, so I don't know. Anyways,
Auntie.
I wanted to do LA for a while. I wanted to live there, but like people have said this, like it's so perfect every day. It just like it gets like mentally draining because it's always warm.
I don't know.
It's always sunny. It's always perfect.
That sounds, first of all, highly incorrect. I feel like it's a lie because isn't that place like constantly under like smoke warnings and like forest fire dangers?
Like you find other things to worry about.
And like it's like 45 minutes to get down like 5 blocks because of how traffic is.
Yeah, well I'm talking about like purely weather. Most days weather-wise it really is just like 70 and sunny like every day, and that's the thing. Like it never rains or anything, so I feel like
drive me crazy.
Sounds like paradise a little.
Yeah,
I hate the heat.
I like.
It's like living in the Truman Show.
For real. I was about to say though, that's why I want to do somewhere like Colorado.
Yeah.
I want all 4 seasons, and some other things.
Okay, true.
That you can get in Colorado.
I'd like the Pacific Northwest. Like but they have a lot of problems there.
True.
So like just like I know it's very vague, but I don't like how their cities handle their just people. I don't think they're very kind to their people who live below the poverty line. So elsewhere I go.
What are you gonna
sorry,
say, Eames?
Mimi's.
Fall. Yeah, that's a good point. Fall's a very important season.
Go to New England. You'll freeze your butt off once the snow hits, but they've got beautiful fall there.
No, I'm not doing the other alternative either. I'm not living in like Vermont.
I just need to work my butt off, make a bunch of money, and have houses everywhere so I have perfect seasons.
True. Right. I'll have my mountain house. I'll have my beach house. I'll have my lake house.
International house.
Yeah. I got a house in France. I've got a house on Lake Superior. I've got a house in Blowing Rock, and I've got a house in Pensacola.
There you go.
Yeah. TikTokers be like, how to get rich hack.
Have rich parents. Always that.
Have rich parents, get house inherited to you, make house Airbnb, make $60K a year.
I love those.
Renting Airbnb.
I love those Twitter articles that always come out. It's like how I made like such and such amount of money under 30, and it's like I got a loan from my grandparents or something like that.
loan.
Yeah, it's always that. I'm like, y'all are the worst.
Yeah. Or I won the lottery.
If I won the lottery though, straight up, I would not do anything interesting with it. I would literally, I'm getting a apartment in New York now. That's my luck.
Just go on like a cool trip with my friends.
I wouldn't even do that.
I would do that, but I would definitely just not do anything for the rest of my life. Not like work-wise, unless I wanted to work, like do something for a special occasion.
It would be complete pleasure work.
Yeah, but like
only doing what you want to do.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
We're gonna take a very short pause. We're gonna put a little pin in this conversation. These crazy college kids do know what they're talking about. We know what we're talking about. Don't listen to the outro.
These crazy college kids, they don't know what they're talking about.
The morning app. on 90.5 WASU.
WASU, you are halfway through the morning app, where I am trying to hold it together.
A dragonfly!
Life is strange. My name is Peter.
Hello, Ben.
Hi, I'm Mary.
And I'm Emma.
What would you do if you won the lottery?
I don't know. Come back to me.
Just vibe.
I think I'd go to Japan.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I'd just go backpacking somewhere.
Ooh.
Well, I guess I wouldn't even need to go backpacking at that point. It'd be like luxury hoteling.
Yeah.
But then you could, like, save money.
True. And do more.
Maybe do
but-
another backpacking trip.
But I feel like it may be backpacking and then like luxury hotel one night.
Oh, yeah.
In every country.
Yeah. That's...
Because you could do it.
Splurge. I mean, how much money are we earning?
Exactly.
I don't know how to budget.
A tiny little capitalist part of me is saying, like, invest it, make more money. But then the bigger part of me is like, just enjoy it, live life, be happy.
I would just make something creative with it, like use it to, I don't know, learn how to sew, something like that. I would move up north. I'd move to a city. I've always wanted to move into the city. The bigger the city, the better. Los Angeles is one that I'm slowly considering, but I know I'd be miserable the entire time because it's hot and you don't want to see. The less clothes that are on me, the more depressed I am. This body's built like Lincoln Logs. It's not attractive. So I'm just like, I don't think LA would work for me.
Yeah, not to mention like LA, you have to have a car, unlike New York, and then that's
not
traffic.
Necessarily. Just you have to Uber everywhere.
Yeah, and I did a week of Ubering in LA. I dropped like a quick K. So.
And like LA traffic, like legit, is really bad.
Oh, it's like legitimately absurd.
Let's just add more lanes. That'll fix traffic.
And
Just one more.
And traffic accidents are really bad there too. I've considered it, but there's just so much going against it. If I had a friend, I could do it. Romy Michelle style, that is a movie no one will get. And they don't even do that. But that would be, I could go anywhere as long as I could move with someone I liked enough to move with them, if that makes sense.
This is also true, because like that's another thing, is just like your money's not gonna get you anything real estate wise.
Nope.
Won't in New York or any other major city really either, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not exactly looking forward to adulting. No. Who is it that hates it? There's one professor on campus that hates when we use that word.
Adulting?
Adulting. I think it might be ACOC, or ACOC likes the term. Whatever. Sorry, thinking about the future, and suddenly I turn into a ball of panic.
Oof.
Wow. Twitter update.
I did not mean to click that one. I meant to do this one. There we go. Ball of panic. Shocking. Has anyone considered... wait, so travel-wise, how... I'm assuming y'all all... I know internationally you took a plane. How was flying?
Oh, I love going on planes. That's like my favorite thing. I especially like listening to, just like dubstep or like EDM as I'm taking off.
I figured that's what you were gonna say, but I was like, where is this going?
See, I'm the opposite. I go for my crunchy granola music. I'm like, I'm going on an adventure.
Oh my God, like some Billy Joel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Different moods.
Yes. Yes. I don't remember. I've only flown once there and back, and it was to New York. I don't remember the song, but I definitely did my let me get this song ready.
Look out the window.
I had a window seat. I very much did. I got to see Chesapeake Bay. I remember that distinctly. That was. I am one of those people. I love flying.
Main character vibes.
Main character vibes. I'm going in Glee vibes. I'm here.
Yeah, flying is super fun. It just gets, for me, it's like the threshold of like when it's like over 10 hours or something.
The longest flight I've been on was, actually no, the last time I like had like a big trip, I was actually stuck on a plane for 9 hours.
Stuck?
Oh no.
Oh, like on the tarmac?
No, because we took a plane. We were going to Dallas, and there was bad weather, so we had to stop somewhere else.
Sure.
We stopped there for like, I don't even know how many hours because I just kept passing out.
The layover.
Again. No.
Oh.
We were just.
The same plane.
We were waiting for the weather to clear. That's what it was.
Dang, girl.
It just took us absolutely forever to get where we were going.
Also,
they lost our luggage.
Oh my God.
A very stressful trip.
Oh no. I like legitimately almost left my mom in Amsterdam, which was hilarious.
Oh my gosh, you would have had a Home Alone experience.
Yeah, I know.
Except you were going home alone.
No, we were going to France, and it was a connecting flight from Amsterdam, and we pulled up into Amsterdam, and it was like, literally the other flight was about, they were boarding already.
Oh my gosh.
And my mom is like, I don't know how my mom is a doctor sometimes. I really don't.
Your mom's a doctor?
Yeah, and I really don't understand sometimes because, like, we get off the plane and I'm booking it. Like, I got my stuff. I'm like, all right, where we need to go, we're going there. And she's, like, looking around all confused. And it's just like, just go. And she's like, I don't know where I'm going. I'm like, we're in Amsterdam. The signs are in English. Like,
I got lost in an airport in America. I got lost in the Newark airport. That's a big airport.
That is, even that, like, that would have been, that's something different. Like this, I mean, we didn't even really have to take a shuttle or anything. We didn't have to go. We just had to follow the signs.
I couldn't, dude, straight up. I was on my feet. I got lost. Though, to be fair, it was leaving the airport, and I was trying to find a gate to leave.
Oh.
And there's a bunch of exits, but I'm trying to meet someone.
Leaving the airport is confusing randomly. Like,
going to that one, I don't understand how you get lost to. Like, going to a plane. Like, you know
like,
where
you have the
thing
gate
is.
number. You
Yes.
got the gate number. Just follow the signs.
it's that way. It's D4,
Yeah.
D4, D4 all
Yeah.
around the airport.
That one is.
But
is
like
a little,
leaving, there's customs. Like if you're through an international flight.
Oh, yeah.
never done that. I'm not bougie. Sorry.
I'm lucky enough to have like a good sense of direction because one time my sister and I went to Texas just like by ourselves and we were both under 18, so we were unaccompanied minors.
I did that.
And my
Not to
sister was
Texas,
completely lost. She's older than me. She's the one that was supposed to be responsible. I got us out of there.
Nice.
Yes. I'm really good at amusement parks. You give me a map at an amusement park and I will tell you where everything is.
I'd like to get lost at an amusement park.
I'm good
That'd
with
be
direction. Yeah.
Not behind the wheel for me.
Fair.
But on my feet. That's why I really want to go. Spring break, I have zero plans. Like, all my friends are talking about it, and, like, it's fine. I'm used to it. I'm always the person who's kind of, like, the third person. You know, someone makes plans with their best friend. I'm never the plan person, the one who gets included. It's fine.
Hear you.
But then I was like, oh my God, I have no plans for spring break, and it's in a month. So I want to go to Dollywood. I've never gone.
Dollywood.
And, like, that's my plan. I was like, I kept saying I'm going to go to Dollywood before I leave. I'm like, oh, my God, I'm leaving in, like, 3 months. Like, I need to go.
Gotta make it happen.
Yes, I love the idea, because I thought Dollywood was some, like, rinky-tink, like, a little bigger than Tweetsie Railroad, but my friend told me it's, like, pretty big.
I don't even know.
Yeah, neither do I.
I was just kind of playing along.
You don't know what it
like,
is?
Oh, I know what it is, but I don't know anything about it.
Oh, no. I don't expect many people to.
Yeah.
But I want to go. It's like I think it's a 3-hour drive. I think. I had some friends actually go.
Really? I have no idea where it is.
It's in Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Oh,
And it's like at the
go there.
right. It's like at the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains on the other side, I believe.
We could just go to Dollywood.
Actually, I think it's Pigeon Forge. Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just amazed at how like close it is. 3 hours? That's like the drive from here to like my hometown.
Yeah, I think.
A little lake day, like Watauga Bay, and then keep it on to Dollywood.
That's what I'm saying. It sounds fun. And probably cheaper.
Probably far cheaper.
Yeah, than like Universal.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, this was a great show. We're not over yet. Don't touch that dial, or if you're watching on App TV through the Sky Best channel or through their App TV streaming page that's on Facebook or their website, you'll see our faces in just a few seconds because we're coming back.
The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
this. It wasn't nearly as big, but I remember everyone's being like, this is just like my high school. I'm like, what high school were you all going to?
That's what I'm saying too.
Euphoria school is not, and then this season is messed up from what I can hear.
It's crazy too, though. I mean, yeah, I've heard stuff like that too, like, but which is so out of pocket. But also, now it's like it's not that unrealistic. Like, I knew some wild people back in high school, like people that have no business being alive right now.
Oh, true. I had a few of those. I actually hung, a lot of people don't believe it because I'm me. I'm pasty white and afraid of everything. But like, Mom, don't listen. I hung out with the bad kids. I was the person who was not the poser who posed to be like a delinquent but wasn't.
Right.
I wasn't like best friends with them, but I was doing stuff that I should not even doing anything. I was in places I should not have been.
Yeah.
All the time. So
I was, yeah.
Euphoria school. Ugh. Ben, I'm not as surprised with you. Only because Ben is.
I was about to say, I was one of those people that I'm like, oh, they got no business being alive.
I remember once a girl in my church was like talking to us about how if you make friends with people that are like in gangs, they like protect you.
That's not true.
Yeah, they make you make you kill somebody for initiation in gangs.
And I was not hanging out with people in a gang. Let me be
yeah,
clear.
Peter in the gang.
Let me be clear. Yeah, y'all haven't seen, but I've been like branded.
The morning app is Peter in the game.
Y'all have not seen it, but I've been branded. I got a burn on the back of my shoulder blades.
Ooh.
No, but I only want to watch it for the stupid reasons, because it's starting to become camp,
It's like Riverdale.
Very.
Turning into Riverdale.
There's this video of Sydney Sweeney, the blonde girl. I think her character's name is Cassie, and Alexa Demie's character, I think her name's Maddie. I've been following this exclusively through Twitter. Exclusively through Twitter. That's the only way I know about this show. And she says a bunch of words I can't say. So Alexa Demie says it to Maddie, or Alexa Demie says it to Sydney Sweeney's character, and then she's like, I'm gonna kill you! And then Sydney Sweeney's character like runs up the stairs, but it's like this weird, like, it was clear that Sydney Sweeney didn't think she was on camera, so she's running like a Roblox character up the stairs. It's so funny to me. It's so funny to me. It's a 7-second video, and it's my life.
I want to see that.
I cannot show it on air, but I will show you after the break. Yeah, that's, and I was like, this clip may make me want to watch Euphoria just so I can get to that part. I'll watch a whole season and another season of a show just to get to that one part in context.
Yeah, I like seeing where they're going with it. I've been keeping up with it just to be like, okay, what's going on?
True.
And it's, they're pulling out some wild cards. I'll say that.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm not gonna say I like it, but I am enjoying keeping up with it for those reasons.
Oh, I can get why somebody would like it.
I want to see Ben watch it.
It's
I've watched
entertaining,
it.
but it's
Really?
like, what is this?
Yeah,
well, I don't
not really
just
my
make-
cup of tea, but maybe I'd enjoy it. I'm not gonna start watching it.
No,
That's
If you're not already, I wouldn't start.
Like,
but,
watch the Octopus documentary, or geez, read a book. I don't know.
Actually,
Wait, the Octopus teacher, is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
I've been meaning to watch that, actually.
That's fire.
I remember you talking about that
Yeah, as I said,
enthusiastically.
we talked about that.
Yeah.
Because I was like, octopi, because then you told me you were like, yeah, but octopus like die after 2 months. I'm like, oh,
2
what?
years.
2 years.
2 years.
That made me sad.
Yeah, it is.
It's super cool. I love an octopus.
Unlike lobsters, who, like, will probably outlive you
It's crazy.
if you take good care of them.
Unless you eat them.
I guess
Right.
They don't die.
Tortoises. Don't tortoises.
I want to have a lobster that's like a family heirloom. It's just like passed down through the generations.
Or like koi fish.
Yeah.
Japanese people like traditionally, I don't know how common it is, but I know it's a tradition to have like koi fish passed down because they can live for a very, very long time.
Whoa.
Not often do they do that, but if you care for them, they live for a very long time.
Isn't that with like Scarlet Macaw too?
Huh?
Scarlet Macaws.
Oh, those birds?
Yeah.
I don't know if they live nearly as long as any of the
I
animals.
think they live 60 years.
That's still a lot, yeah.
That is a lot.
But I was like, koi fish, like, I think there's been like multiple that have documented like past 100 or something.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Imagine having a pet that outlives you.
Seriously.
I mean, at least you would never have to watch it die. That's kind of nice.
That is nice.
But then they have to watch you die.
Ew, okay, this is getting. I don't like this conversation.
This is a lot.
I already.
Same morning.
I already did not. By the way, I did not sleep until 2 a.m. because I was having really bad sleeping problems. So it was like a part of these were all like sad thoughts. I'm like, go to sleep.
Oh no.
Like I was like, seriously, go to sleep.
It's okay, Peter. Your koi fish will outlive you.
Okay, I don't have no koi fish. I've never had a pet.
You've never had a pet?
No.
Like at all?
I've already told this in the morning app. I don't want to tell us like why I don't, but it involves family trauma. So like. Yeah,
Fair.
I've never had a pet. I've never cared for an animal.
I remember there was like this little window on the side of my parents' house, and sometimes birds would make nests in it, and then their chicks would fall out. Concrete block. But me and my sister would like, whenever we found like a baby chick, if it was still alive, we'd take care of it and like, nurse it back to health.
That time.
Silver lining to a sad story. It's just like in that one episode of Euphoria where
oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, I'm just hung up on that show. When I was hanging out with someone, the person who took a picture, we were taking pictures for my profile on Sunday, not my profile, my portfolio, and he was asking me because his boyfriend's currently like obsessed with Euphoria, and he asked me, he was like, how do you feel about Euphoria? And I told him like what I know of the show and my opinions on it. He's like, thank you, you're the one person who agrees. I was like, really? I didn't think like I'm that wild for saying like.
No, a lot of people love it.
Yeah, it is
like,
really popular.
Yeah,
like,
and I'm just like, what?
I will say you guys are in the minority of people I know.
Yeah.
It sounds like, I don't want to sound like a good old Bible clutching Christian, but it sounds extremely inappropriate. Like it's not meant for children or like high schoolers, but it's a show set in high schoolers, so you know high schoolers are going to be watching it.
Yeah.
It sounds incredibly inappropriate.
It's just out of pocket. Yeah, it's like out of pocket, which is just a different way of saying inappropriate. Yeah, but
not necessarily, because sometimes when things are out of pocket, like The Sopranos can get out of pocket, but it's not like. Well, maybe it's inappropriate for other reasons, but there's a difference.
Yeah.
Those are like adults for the most part doing criminal things.
But yeah, I've seen a bunch of people saying, and I do not understand why they couldn't just set Euphoria in a college setting if they're gonna do a lot of the stuff they do.
It's not hard.
Yeah.
Because the stories I do know that happen in it.
Yeah, to maintain that boundary that like, hey, maybe all high schoolers shouldn't be subjected to something.
Because you know high schoolers are going to be watching that and like absorbing that and being like, oh, I want to be like that.
Looking at it now, it's like, oh, I didn't consider that they may be thinking, I want to be that.
Or at least in some way glamorizing it.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Alexa Demie does look like a high schooler, which is really weird because that girl is like 27.
Oh, wow.
And I was gagged. I was like, she looks like kind of like a high schooler. None of the others do.
Yeah.
I'm like, these are full-on like 26-year-olds.
No, they need to get me in there.
Benjamin? Ben, are you an actor now?
I could be.
You gonna replace Dominic Fike?
I'd like to act
Yeah,
in something, but not take it super seriously and just like have fun with it.
Like Real Bros of Simi Valley.
Oh my God! Not many people know about that.
I love Real Bros of Simi Valley.
So good. That video of, I think it's the second season where
baby.
It's always that video. It's so good.
It is. It
Yo,
is so good.
hold your boy back, dog. Why are you looking at me?
Real Bros of Simi Valley is like a low. It's honestly not even that low budget, but it's like.
Because Facebook, like, kind of.
Yeah, but it's like a low-budget TV show that was created by Jimmy Tatro. He used to be like a big YouTube person.
He's one of the few people who's made a successful crossover into like mainstream acting. He's in a show called Home Economics. Not good.
No, it's not good, but it has a
But good for him.
That 70s show, dude.
Oh, it is. I forgot about that.
Yeah. But anyways,
Simi Valley.
Real Bros of Simi Valley. Yeah, it's like Jimmy Tatro, and then it's Nick Coletti, a Vine person. I don't know if you know them, and then Cody Ko.
Yeah.
Okay, do we know Cody Ko?
Yes.
Wow, I've been surprised by Cody Ko. Most people know him.
Yeah, Cody Ko.
Maybe if I saw his face.
And then who's the fourth?
They have I'm blanking on his name.
I
It's
know.
the one that's actually in the baby video.
Yeah, him.
But I can't remember their name. But yeah, and then there's a bunch of like big side actors too that make some cameo pieces. But it's very funny. It's like a parody on like like all these like.
It's like the Real Housewives, but college dudes, but like not college dudes because they're like 30.
Yeah. It's just goofy. It's on like YouTube.
That sounds
I recommend.
And it got like budget. It's for its second and third season. I know its third season got budget because Facebook bought it to do like a Facebook series. It's still good, even if it got bought out by Facebook.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I recommend.
Would you like an avocado?
I would. I need more buttons to press.
I'll get you some.
I'll look for.
You have been saying that.
I will get you some. This week's been crazy. I will get you some.
Yeah, you have 3 exams.
Two. Yeah. And a broadcast though, so I have to study for that, which is like an exam.
Which actually, like you say that, but like he's being serious. He does need to study for that.
Yeah. I do be not capping.
Scooby Dooby Doo.
Scooby Dooby Doo.
Where are you?
Yeah,
Wow.
I never do. I used to watch the Flintstones. I had like 3 DVDs.
We have the, my dad was a pretty big fan of like old school cartoons and stuff, like Hanna-Barbera, stuff like that. So, not as like big as like I was on the show talking about like old school arcade games. That's still my jam.
Yeah.
I wish I could have gone to like arcades more in my childhood.
Video arcades like hardly exist anymore.
I know there's one in Wilkesboro.
I feel like every time I ever went to an arcade, I just wasted my money.
Yeah.
That's why, if I could die in one place, it would be in a pinball museum. I would happily die in a pinball museum, just like continually playing pinball for the rest of my life. I love pinball.
I'm not even a huge fan of pinball per se. I know we're out of time, but like, yeah, the design, the actual aesthetic of pinball.
Ben's gonna cough.
Dying.
He's gonna die before he finishes the sentence.
In the
Yeah,
pinball
for real.
museum.
In the pinball museum.
But yeah, pinball machines are very cool.
Yes, they're beautiful, and they're first of all really expensive.
Yeah.
So like super expensive because they're very complicated to make, and their parts aren't easily made, found. Because I mean, why else would you need them? It's not like I can't think of something smart to say. But just like all those parts are basically custom made. Basically, they're not. There's probably like 100 of one type of pinball machine in the country. The Roller Coaster Tycoon one is my second favorite one. It's at Boone Saloon. That when I went out there, I literally cried. I was like, not cried, but I got I was on a date and I literally was like, is that Roller Coaster Tycoon? That is my second favorite pinball machine. So I that made my life. Anyways, the points on it instead of like points, it's like. If you ever played Roller Coaster Tycoon, it's like people visiting your park. It's so smart. I love it. Anyways, that was the morning app. We really got through this one because I had nothing to talk about going on in the news.
Wow. Twitter update.
I quite enjoyed it.
Thank you for bearing with me. Friday, hopefully things will have happened so we can talk about them.
If not, we'll have to make something happen.
Yeah, we'll just story tell on Friday if not.
How we just make up news.
We'll just fib a little bit. Pretend like it's all real.
The polar ice caps are melting. Oh wait, that one's real.
You have to be here on Wednesday to know that it's not real on Friday.
That'd be funny. Messed up, but funny. Okay, well, everyone, this has been Morning App.
Yeah.
4th and 1 captured the Super Bowl for the Rams. What a game it was.